Hello, in this video is addressed to my twin flame Shia. Hi Shia. For those who's watching, and thank you for watching. I have the backup video here, and I am not going to play on the backup, these photographs or the videos, because it's extremely fuzzy, and if this stops, I'm going to record. If this cancels, I'm going to record this, publish this on the internet to show proof, Shia, that I made this video and that something happened to the computer, most likely the hacker that tried to keep you from seeing this. So I just spent the last 5 hours, and by the way, I have a lot of energy from that fast, Shia, and the Lemurian technology has improved. I have been feeling sick though with the food. I haven't really had an appetite, and I got a stomach ache, got tortured last night. I'll talk about all that tomorrow. I have to focus on this. So basically, I want to show you the Abdullah Rana attack message that occurred in 2017, February, March 2017, all the way to July in 2017. Yeah, so it's like about 6 months. I'm going to show you parts of it. I took photographs. I'm not showing you the whole thing because I have to explain things to you, and I can't completely explain everything. And what this hacker did with this message was complete psychological torture at the time. There's all kinds of demon portals set up within the message that was clamping me and sucking all of my energy out of me and making me extremely sick. It was supposed to be some SUICDAL programming, which was occurring the entire time I was looking at the message. So I have gathered together a lot of the things that I said, and I have to make these videos in several parts, but I've gathered several things that I've said to the hacker to try to make the hacker go away and stop doing what he was doing to me for 7 years. It was my chance to basically try to at least try to have the hacker reveal himself, or to try to get this hacker to stop doing what he's doing to me. So, but you're going to see some of the psychological torture and some of the weirdness, some of the, well, I'm going to explain it to you, but basically, so I spent 5 hours doing this. But this hacker is a pure, not a friend. He was never a friend. He's a pure enemy. The kinds to the torture techniques, the amount, the level of torture techniques, the amount, the intensity, the consistency over the course from 2010 to now, you would not believe it. You would not believe that it could actually occur to a human being, and it could actually happen to a human being. So I'm going to tell you all the things. And this was not a conversation. This was an attack, and my response and reaction was basically very casual, this hacker is a stranger. I've never met this hacker. I don't know who he is. All I know is the amount of torture that this hacker did to me. So I am going to start from the beginning and then work down, because when I opened it up in Facebook, I just kept scrolling down instead of, I was scrolling up from where it was stopped, scrolling up to where it began. But on this photos, it's going to show, because I took the photos from the bottom to the top, it's going to show the top to the bottom. So I made a video clip. This isn't it. I went right instead of left. So the first part, so I basically went through and took photos of all my comments, and then and a lot of the hackers' comments, but then then I started to add more things that this hacker was adding. So obviously I'm gonna show you the things from what I did towards the end, and then from the beginning when I started. And I'm going to try to do my best to not wobble the camera. And this isn't extremely clear, however, I had the idea of photographing these on the cell phone, however they could have been deleted. I had an idea, and plus I needed to take video footage to show you some parts. So let me hope I can. So this, I took a video on this. So if this is fuzzy, I took a video of myself recording it now, so that if you see this and it's fuzzy, I have proof on this camera that you can see it clear. This was like the emojis and the flowers was like a mind control thing, demon portal. So I was clicking through them. I didn't really look at them a lot every time I opened up the message, which wasn't every day. And when I opened up the message, I was quickly scanning because they were hitting me. Every single one was hitting me. And the photographs are going to be easier to watch than the videos. So this starts with a repeated statement. Hi Alyssa, how are you? So beautiful picture. Everything on the left is from the hacker, and on the right is from me in the highlighted blue. Hi Alyssa, how highlighted darker blue. The highlighted lighter blue is the hacker. Hi Alyssa, how are you? So beautiful picture, so nice you. So beautiful, lovely, good night. Love lie. Love lie. Love is a lie. Beautiful, full was meant full breasts. It was an attack coded word. How air you? There's different coded words among air, but basically it has to do with SUICDIE, so that I would go KIL myself. Hi. Good. And when I'm saying it out loud, they can be using air to make me sound funny when I'm saying it out loud. But it was a foreigner was the voice of a foreigner, and this kind of tone was being replayed, but not like a replica of the tone. Hi, good evening too. And two is a coded word. Okay, you block me. God is great. Dot, question mark. He kept, this was a pure sexual harassment. He never really did all this love, never. This was 7 years after where he tried to KIL me and torture me to death, and couldn't get away with it, so he was going a different direction. He was trying to do this in order to make me KILL myself. So every time he says my dear, though, it's some kind of, it makes me think of PEDO, like a grandpa calling their granddaughter dear, my dear. That's a grandpa PEDO type of thing. So every time you see my dear, the V2K would go off, PEDO. Yes, my dear, please ACC pit me. Please accept me, but he's saying ACC pit me. I don't know what that means. Really, Alyssa, I started my day to, capital TO, to see your beautiful snap. Please, you send me snap. There's no age limit of love in my book. So that's a PEDO statement, and he started his day to see my snap. I never started my day to see his snap. And that's actually harassment. That's SCXUA harassment. And someone's going to try to mess around with these photos and attack you, Shia. So here's more constant lists of emojis, and this hacker has a pervy fetish with emojis. It's very obvious on the internet, so this can be used. I actually hate emojis. I don't like using emojis, only like 1 or 2 at a time. Very rarely would I use emojis on my posts. The whole doing like 10, 15 emojis to sell a story, that's like all like satanic confusion, it's story time. Yeah, it's like fathers giving the little children story time, and it can really play with your brain, those emojis, especially if there's MK Ultra involved. So here's some of these emojis. He's telling a little story here, and I didn't read into it because I was in so much physical torture's pain to begin with. It was like a kicker when she's down, and you'll see all the comments that I wrote was, many of them was I'm sick, and the lips meant specific. The lips, there's a specific girl that owns lips. So this is a repetitive statement that the hacker said over and over and over. Hi, hello, how are you? So nice you. For love lie, my Jan, my dear, my so love lie, my beautiful. The set and don't read into it with all that sexual harassment. That it's completely meaningless. I was getting uncomfortable and stressed, and the entire time I read anything about those types of comments, it was not a good feeling. I was being harassed. And Jan has to do with Deanne and something else, but I can't explain it completely. He's misspelling office. I am office. I am at the office. This was a chronic thing. I'm important. I'm successful. I'm busy with my business. You're a dumb child that can't hold a career down. And this was a repeated thing in the message. You address son me? That's a harassment, asking for my address. And son me, instead of send me, son. I am the sun god. And this was another repeated thing. He was repeatedly saying, please send me your one present picture. Please, please, don't refuse it. That's harassment that this hacker, I was getting very uncomfortable, that this hacker was repeatedly asking me to send him a photograph of myself. And the style and the tone and the language has nothing to do with a foreigner. This is like the language of a retard. Your sickness is from me? So is he admitting that this hacker is making me sick? Torturing me to death? The hacker is saying, oh, no, madame, please. You are a proudly girl, I know. I don't even know what that means. That's very odd to say that to someone. Here's a list of the emojis that was extreme harassment. To scroll down to see emoji, 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 emoji. There was something happening to me when I was seeing the emoji. It was like vampirism. That's harassment. That's harassment. It's a threat. That's a clown. That's a Nazi person. That's an emoji of a Nazi. So at the time I had no clue who you were, Shia. But in this message, he put little bits and pieces of your life about you. I wouldn't have never known. He's constantly calling me my dear friend. My dear, my dear, my dear. It's very elder, PEDO. My dear, my dear, my dear. Okay. Welcome, my dear friend. I'm not going to explain every little detail, but okay was a coded word. Thanks, ma'am. Hi, how are you? Really, I love you, me. Oh, welcome, my dear friend, most welcome, my dear sweet friend. And the way he's spelling sweet, S-A-W-E-E-T. And he's spelling friend, F-R-I-N-D. those are coded words. And the way I was saying it in my head, it was attacking me. So there's spells and witchcraft in this message too, in these words and letters and statements. Same too. Thank you. Welcome, my dear friend. You happy. God bless you. And this is a repeated statements over and over and over. Hi, hello, how are you? Absolutely. Good morning to all family member. I didn't really get that at all. I didn't get most of this, but to all family member, he was talking about my family members. Really, I like you. No, he doesn't like me, and I didn't like him. Only one friend in my life. Only one friend in my life. Alyssa, you have no friends. Kill yourself. So he was repeatedly telling me over and over and over, I have no friends, why live? And he was constantly calling himself a poor man to harass me because I'm poor and to make me feel jealous. Welcome, Alyssa. I am poor man, okay? God bless you. Good night to you. God bless you, really. Good night, too. God bless you, really. Really was a code word for something I don't completely remember. Why is, I wasn't going to show you these, but why is he posting political photos of political people? And what is this? Why is he putting this photo? Who's that? Is that, you know, Shia. So then thank you, but I am poor man. Really, I am poor man. I am single. My no family. The way that this is being said, like, this isn't a foreigner talking. This is like a mental retard trying to drive someone insane. You can't speak to someone like this. So I replied, you're a poor man? I replied, good for you. Good for you. You're a poor man? Good for you. My age. Strange. Why is he saying he's 39 years old? My age, 39 years. Please ACC pit me. Really. I am purpose. So you might be able to get things that I don't get. So he's saying, okay, see you, goodbye. Why is he spelling bye like this? And the quote says, the end of love is not the end of life. It should be the beginning of understanding that love ends for a reason and leaves with a lesson. So he was married, but he was using AI to try to force me, to convince me to think I was waiting for this criminal. And someday I was going to be with him. I never believed that. But when they switched the demons with the synthetic duplicate of making me think that I was thinking my thoughts, and it was him thinking it. Your life is God's gift to you. Make it your gift to God. What is this? Make it your gift to God to sacrifice. Sacrifice Alyssa. Sacrifice Alyssa. Sacrifice yourself, Alyssa. Make it your gift to God. Here's another long list of emojis. Of photos. And he's posting photos of this person, and he was using witchcraft on the person's face to make me think that it was him sending all of this. Hold on, let me just go back. I'm wondering why. See how it gets shady on the sides? I'm wondering if it's actually the camera, and I have to go like this. So if I get too close, it's going to cut off the sides. I just realized that. So this says, he kept saying, so beautiful picture with F-U-L-L, so loving. So I responded, you don't know how to spell beautiful? It's beautiful. So I was already getting extremely irritated. And then he is continuing to say beautiful eyes. That's sexual harassment. This hacker never talked about my eyes for 7 years. This is not like this hacker. Don't think that this is like the types of things that he was saying to me. This is very going a different direction, like desperate. This is the last chance that I have to take her down. So beautiful eyes, really. I like you, yes. So nice, you beautiful. And that was a complete, and I said, it's beautiful. I said, it's beautiful. And then I go, so this was the beginning of the conversation. Abdullah Rana, I messaged at the beginning of the conversation. He was writing posts, putting posts all over my wall and commenting on my posts like crazy, like it was like hurting me, and like I was feeling like I was being extremely attacked. I was feeling like it was invasive. He was taking over my Facebook, trying to like shut it down. I said, please discontinue writing on my wall. Please discontinue writing on my Facebook wall, January 28, 2017. And he responded, thanks. He was immediately starting, so beautiful, higher. Then he said this right away, so beautiful, higher. This was planned. Higher, so beautiful, higher, instead of hair, higher. You're unemployed, or you're uneducated, you can't get a career. So beautiful eyes, really. I like you. Yes, so nice, beautiful. So this is sexual harassment, Shia. I never took anything like it was not a joke. He was repeatedly saying, please, good morning to all family members. So he was working with my family members. I am Pakistan, in Lahore. Well, that's weird. Why is he saying Lahore? Does that have anything to do with your last name, Shia? I said, is this how you talk in your country? Is this how you talk in your country? I am Pakistan and Lahore. You? I don't like how you're talking. It bothers me. Really, only one friend in my life. Please, please. Really, only one friend in my life. So, Alyssa, you have no friends. You need to KIL yourself. And please, please, there is a whole nickname that was said. He called his assistant a nickname with the word please in it, like thousands of times. So he's constantly saying through the whole thing, I'm involved, and which is fine. However, there's a bunch of stories that are involved with it, and he was. So I will explain. But he's calling himself Rana Ilyas. And by the way, they're both in trouble because they both participate in this together with me. This would have been the ultimate, like, ego, pride thing. If this was how I went down, was that I was just all alone and waiting for this criminal that was torturing me with many other people, but specifically a few people, like full time. So I was waiting for him, Shia. I was being tortured and I was kidnapped, and there was no way it would stop. So I'm going to start part 2. And I'm not going to end, like, I'm not going to say part 1 of 2, 1 of 3. I'm just saying part 1, and then say part 1 of 2, and then in the next video, part 2, part 3, part 4, because I don't know how many parts it's going to be. Thank you, everybody. I love you, Shia. Thank you, everybody, for watching. Thank you so much, Shia, for watching.